and welcome to another live stream with Hardcore RC. Who used to start their streams like that? See if anyone remembers. Hello! Bet nobody remembers that. They might do. I should start doing that. Hello! Welcome to... Oh, what was his name? What was his name? He used to play Minecraft. I can't remember his name. I better turn this light on. Get a bit more light on the occasion. Stumpy, was it Stumpy? Oh, I can't remember. Something like that anyway. Who we got with us tonight then? We got Emily, Elijah, Crombie, Dan, Fred, all decide. How is everybody tonight? Kieran, Jean. Everyone's starting to come in. They're probably getting a bit bored. Don't want to look at me rebuilding shocks, do you? But needs to be done. One of these, oh no, dirty fingers already. So we broke one of the shock rod ends last week. I thought I was going to rebuild these a couple of weeks ago. I'll certainly refill them and have a look at them because they're a bit empty. And we noticed that when one of these, might be in this one, if we put that off, and they're filthy dirty and they look like they've been leaking. That one doesn't feel like it's got air much in there at all. It might have, but the other one then, must have been the other one. One of the real ones. They're so dirty. It must be in this one here then. Here you go. Yeah. You shouldn't be able to do that with it. So I'm hoping nothing's broken inside. I've got all the oil. I'm hoping it's just lack of oil. They haven't been filled up for a while. What I'm hoping, I've got some more O-rings for them as well. Stempy, that's it, Elijah. You remember Stempy Longnose, that's it. Hello, Jono. How are you, Joe? Alex, how can you? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say how high can you count because it will set everybody's off. Stu Dog, Kent. Sounds like a very bouncy situation, yes. Zoz, Alex. Weekend of RC repairs and a head for me, plus painting and Matt's body shop. Very nice. Which Max, did you go for the long one or you just got stock? Did you go for stock Max body again? I didn't just touch the things. Look how dirty I am already. Evening, Callum. How are you? Scott, Danny. How is it? How is everybody? The weather has been pants this week, hasn't it? Absolutely pants. The MT10 had a rear diff in the front, 3K fluid, and the gasket was messed up. Ugh. That sucks. Yeah, sometimes I don't get my DR10, the centre diff, they put this gasket on at 45 or 22 degree angle, so when they put the screws through it, punched through the gasket and the diff oil was all over the inside of the car. It's probably similar to what you had in it, Fred, on your MT10 rather. RCP, you just got a Creighton EX. You got the Creighton EX8S EXB, did you? Good choice. Yeah, I'll go with EXB. It's not worth getting the RTRs now, especially with the shock difference. Weather has been very donkey this week, Alex. So I'm hoping. I haven't looked at the forecast. My week has been horrendous. I've had a really, really tough week. So last week, some of you made it on the stream, and I said I'd had some bad news. Well, that bad news was I lost my job last week. On Thursday morning, I was let go, it's been a tough week for me. I've got to say, I'm not looking for sympathy or anything, but this week has been very, very tough. I've not slept a lot of anxiety, etc. But I think we're on the plus side because I've had a verbal offer today. So as long as that verbal offer becomes a written offer and we can sign on the dotted line, I'm going to be a happy camper again. But at the moment, my stomach's been all over the place, as I said. Going to the Monster Jam. Oh, nice. Which one are you going to, Gene? Yeah, I'm hoping so. Otherwise, there's no more RC cars for, well, no, we got some money in the YouTube account, so that's what we would have to rely on rather than my bank account. So luckily, we've been saving up some of the YouTube money, and that will be buying the MT8 and the MT8 and the XTR if we get one. Thanks, Salty. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, if it was just me, it's easier when it's just me. But whilst the boys don't live with me and everything, I'm still supporting them, and it's the knock-on effect it has on them, and my ex, etc. So, whilst we split up with divorce and everything, I still care. I don't want to see anything. Oh, well, enough of that anyway. Signal, very nice. I'd need to get to a Monster Jam because our ones are a bit pants compared to your guys. You guys actually send it. Our insurance, Waterside, so dealing with US business. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I only joined this company. They wanted me, hired me, came after me. Joined there 19 months ago rather, and they've let me go. Great. My leg's fine, thank you, Elijah. Yeah, I think what happened, I mean, it was nasty. I've got the video of it, I just haven't. So, again, that's part of the reason why there's not really been any videos this week. I have edited one. It's not a bashing one, it's a how-to one. I'll probably try and put that live tomorrow rather. But my head has just not been in the game. I was hoping to be able to do editing and try and take my head off of it, but it didn't help. I needed something to really get into my head and sort my head out, and sitting trying to edit was not it, unfortunately. I just couldn't concentrate enough, if that makes sense. So I have got one done, which will be tomorrow. It's not a bashing one, it's a how-to one, because I see a lot of people commenting on that they can't solder or find soldering difficult, and I used to be exactly the same. I used to come out in cold sweats, I used to absolutely fear soldering. I used to hate it. But with the right equipment and a simple technique, soldering is easy peasy, and I actually look forward to soldering now. So much so I did a video on it because I was looking forward to doing some soldering in a video. Anyway, get back to my leg, Elijah. Yeah, I think it was blown a bit out of proportion. I have got a video of it. And I think that on a group chat, some people started winding each other up, saying I had to go to hospital, etc., 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 and I didn't. Bad bash today. 3 trucks went down low. Lots to wrench on now. Oh, which 3 did you break, Sergeant J? You're going to go live. What, at the Monster Jam? Are you allowed to do that? I suppose you would be, yeah. Craig, hi, how are you? Yeah, it'd be nice if they were. I've got one anyway, so we'll see where we go from there. But on the bright side of bad time, now you can put a strong effort in the YouTube channel and start pumping out some content while you're job. As I said, I've got a job offer already, which came through verbally this morning, so hopefully it's all comes to good. Nothing to do. Oh, it was you. Yes, it was you, Rob, wasn't it? Or was it? Or was it Mark? I can't remember. Somebody put it up on a group, didn't they? I love soldering, especially drifting them. That's soldiers, you muppet, Jono. What's the main soldering video? Just replaced it, so I'll connect ESC connector, but forgot to make a video. Oh, you silly boys, Oz. Addicted, hi, how are you? Right. Let's get on and see what's going on with these shocks. So I've got them all off the car, and did notice, must have been Callum. Was Callum driving it last week, or was Jack driving? Well, anyway, one of them, whoever's driving it last, the Losi, bent one of the front hinge pins. Lucky I've got spares. It would do apart from the weather's been pants Oz, and then another problem with my car last week with the engine management light decided to come on, and they're not sure what's caused it. So if it doesn't rain, it pours, as they say. Right, let's see if we can put this in a good position for you to see what I be doing. So we'll try and rebuild said shocks. Don't need the drill though. I've got all my shock oil, so I had these ones already, and I've got to take this off and see if I can work out. This wasn't working when I got it, the lights, so I did solder the wires on, but I might not have done a very good job. In fact, I can see why the light's not working right now. So I didn't do a very good job of that solder, did I? So I've got to resolder that, and probably I might put some epoxy over it actually to hold it all in place. I don't know yet, because it's obviously just, you can't see, can you see that? Broken away, so that's why that light's not working. So we get that working again. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin you around so I can make sure that you can see what you need to be seeing. That also means turning that around like thus. How's that? A good view? Get yourself. I've got four ammo cans, Lyle, and I'll keep. I've got two in the garage, 2 ammo cans in the garage, 2 that I'll keep in here with them all in lipo sacks as well. So I'll probably need to sort a few of them out. I don't like keeping them outside in the winter though, because they get cold. Hi Mary, how are you? I have got Facebook, Gene. Yes, it's should be linked in the about part of our YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's linked in there. Infraction diff, probably not. I might do. I remember what I've done with it. Oh, there it is. It's literally just a case of dropping it in. It's not going to be a lot of work. I might, if we get these diffs done up quick, I might just drop that in. There's nothing much to it. Open it up, drop it in, remesh it. In fact, I probably don't even have to remesh it because it's already done. I literally whipped it out so I can drop that in. We're going to buddy. Awesome Bachelor around later. The jump around 10 minutes was epic. Oh, I've got to watch that. I need to go and watch that then, don't I? Sorry if you're wondering, the Kyosho Phaser Mark II VE 1970 Dodge Charger, is it worth it? The answer is, oh my God, the bodies. Addicted, you like anything that, don't you? I still need to get a Mini Z. I haven't been to Redfin Models yet, Macy. No, it's a bit far away from me. I do want to go and visit them, but they're not open on a Sunday. And we normally go out up. If we're going to go out up in that area, it will be on a Sunday. But I do want to go and visit Redfin for sure. So maybe we'll get to go out and do a bash on a Saturday or during the week up that neck of the woods and get to go and see them. Yeah, dirt piles, you never ever know what's going to be happening. So you can also see this has been leaking here, which is why I have got new O-rings. I think it's been leaking out. Maybe the O-rings have got dirty. Certainly there's enough muck and dirt and everything around these, so I want to clean all these up as well. And also, we didn't do a live last Sunday, did we? We went to a new location. So we didn't do Send It Sunday. Sorry. We did try a new location, which wasn't... It was okay, but it wasn't anything special. And there just wasn't enough going on, really, to warrant doing a live stream on it. So that's why there was no live last week for Send It Sunday. But hopefully we get a live going this week. I'm a bit better frame of mind, so that all helps. My head is a bit more in the game. Hi Noah, how are you? Mini Z's they do look awesome, don't they, the Mini Z's? I've got the new, I did order a new receiver ready for the XTR as well. Let's come on uneasily. I'm hoping these parts are okay and not damaged, because if these parts are damaged, I've got a problem. Because I haven't got new ones, so I just have to do. It's a bit bubbly in there. So I'm hoping the diaphragms and everything are all okay. If they're not, it's looking a bit... Ugh. It looks like it's got water in it as well, doesn't it? Just looks there. Oh, look at the colour of that. Don't think that's been changed in a long time. In a long, long time. It all comes apart nice and easy, so what we'll do is we'll undo that. We undo that. What we're going to undo, boys and girls, undo that and see where we go from there. Put your glasses on. Hi, Cool Diet, how are you? I'm all grand now, thank you. My Mac's turned up. I'm going to need a bigger flat. Which Mac did you get? The oh, your X-Mac's turned up. You got an X-Max. What colour did you get, Jono? Is it Fix It Friday from me and Dave? It is Fix It Friday, Crobies. Yes. No, I'm not going to do it. Kevin, put the old shock oil back in because that shock oil is messy. I've got a whole beaker of it here. I need to get rid of that somewhere. I have bought the new shock oil for it. I'll put 350 in the rear, and I couldn't get any where I was ordering it from. I got 35 weight, which is, in fact, 35 weight, that's 30. I think 35 weight is slightly thicker, isn't it? Is 35 weight thicker than 350? I think it is. So I'll put the 35 weight in the rear, and I'll put the 350 CST in the front, I think. That's what I'm going to do. I meant to double check and look that up before we went live, but I'll go live a bit earlier than normal. I think I went live a little bit earlier than normal anyway. Maybe I didn't, maybe I did. So we will take this off. Oh, the intention was to actually take that off, but we've ended up taking that off. That's okay. Not what I intended to do, but it's actually works out okay because it does the same thing. Let's stick it in here and clean this all up because it's proper dirty. I mean, that's been in there for a while, that oil. Get these big old shocks. Oh, look at the colour of that. That's disgusting. Just about to build a slash with all your spares. Have a couple of things go for it. Should be quick. Nice. I've always thought about getting a slash. They worth getting, do you think? Evening, Craig. WTF. How are you? 350 equals. That's what. Yeah. Which is what this is supposed to be. A stock 330 weight. So 35 weight slightly thicker. So I'll put the 35 weight in the rear, I think. See what these O-rings look like. I have bought new O-rings because these ones could be a bit gammed up and horrible. Could be why they're leaking a bit. Don't look too bad. I might just put one new one in. And I meant to find my green slime before I went live as well, and I didn't. Oh no. I have to take a trip to the garage to go and find my green slime. I think that one's okay. This one's got a lot of grit over it, so it might have worn a bit. Slash Ultimate, yeah, it's quite expensive, the Slash Ultimate though, isn't it, I think. Hi Bars, how are you? Well, David from Bars and Tone. If you haven't seen his channel, guys, go and check his channel out. Got a great little channel over at Bars and Tone. Really nice guy as well. What do I do with them though? It's been one of those weeks, and I don't know what I've done with my O-rings that I bought. Right, and it will look. I've got to go and get the green slime anyway. And did I put the O-ring? Did I leave the O-rings? Oh, there we go. But these O-rings, I don't know whether they're the same. They're certainly not Losi parts, because Losi parts only sell them as a full rebuild kit that I could see, which is a pain. Let's go and see. Let's go and see if we can find my green slime. Oh, North Carolina. What part of North Carolina you gone to? Used to go there quite a lot. I did on business. Used to have an agent there. Right, green slime, green slime, green slime. Oh, I need to tidy up because I can never find anything. Well, I need to find stuff because I'm a messy person. And I'm not going to find my green slime now. Maybe it's in the... Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's on the dining room table. This might be where I last used it. Maybe it's over here. I need to tidy up. I need to find time to tidy up. As I said, I've had all time this week, but my head's just not been in it. Don't think. I think I would put it in here. Nope. Should have found this before I went live. BR8 sitting there. Got to get that out as well. The old TLR back out. No, can't see it there. So it must be on the dining room table somewhere. I need to tidy up. I really need to tidy up. Good look. Cream egg, anyone? Oh, there it is. Green slime. My green slime. I've got everything everywhere. I mean, the house is just a mess. But I'm fortunate not to have a wife to moan about it. I have the scissors this stream. Greensboro, very nice. Hi Sarah Waller, how are you? You can take a clip and share it wherever. The person whose video it is gets credit for it. Oh, that's at the beginning of the lives, isn't it? I heard about that. I didn't notice it. It might only be on phones or something like that. I didn't notice it when I went on Kev's live, but I was on my PC watching that, and man, that was hectic because I don't have. If he goes live on his main channel, I don't have mod on that, and he doesn't normally go live on that, so he had no mods on there. It was just absolutely hectic. How did you get on at Hertz, Alex? It is tight there, isn't it? How did you get on though? Was it okay, or did you feel a bit of a outsider? Yeah, bet your room wasn't as bad as mine though. My whole house though. No, I should really. I've had a better week, Sarah, but I'm on the up now. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a bit better today. Thank you very much. I've been ripping the minute around the stadium to get my fixed. Okay. You've been doing it around the hotel again. Right, we will tidy. I've got an O-ring there as well, which is fine. We'll get all this back together, and then we will give it a squirt and a clean with the old brake cleaner. Right. Which one was which? They look the same, don't they? They look pretty much the same, so they must be the same. Just a different make. Yep, look the same to me. I just can't remember which one was which now. Oops. I'll just put two in this one then. Because I went away and I can't remember which is which. Put two new ones in this. Bish bosh bash. Slide that bit on. It's a V1, Jacob. I was told when I was buying it, it was a V2. Not that it makes much difference because I did get it for, well, initially it was a very good price. Turned out to be a little bit more because of all the things I've had to do to it. But it was a V1 with quite a few upgrades on it. So I didn't. There you go. I went to get the grease, but I didn't grease them up. Which is a bit silly. The whole point of going to get that grease was to put it on these O-rings. Oh, nice. You're going to have fun with it. You're not going to break it though, are you, Sarah? Move your RCs, how are you? Thank you for coming on board and joining. Let me just put a little bit of this. Normally you only need a tiny little bit, but obviously these things are huge to the little tiny O-rings I'm used to using. So just put a bit of grease on it. Pop that in there, pop that in there. I'll buy some more of this. A bit more. A little greasy, weesy on that. Just helps seal it all. Do that up. Slot that through. Oh, going through the wrong way. Slot that through gently. I did feel a bit of an outside at first, but once I got chatting to people, they were really nice. Getting the laps together can get quite addicted. I think I might get a Kyosho buggy. What were you running, electric or nitro? Put a drip of shock oil on the O-ring when you out them in so you don't rip them, insert the shock. Yeah, that's why I use this stuff. I need to get some more. So I like this stuff. It's really good. Do this up. And this is a front one or rear one? This is a rear one. So we're going to go with the thicker oil in the rear. Oh, that was supposed to go through there. That's what I normally use for my shocks. It's not fair. Oh. Now I'm going to have to use something else. Oh. Ha. Solder station. With a beaker. If in doubt, improvise. That's why I was a Boy Scout. Right, 35 weight. We're going to use most of this bottle, aren't we, as well? Sure, these things absolutely drink it up. Can't decide whether I go minimum rebound or not, though. Right, we'll let all the bubbles come out of that. whilst we... Oi, oi, is that... I'm guessing that's Jay. How are you, Jay? You good? I buy a Hyper VS on 4S. How did it do? Because I bet they were all running nitros, weren't they? Yeah, I did think about it, but then I've got to take... It's a faff to take that off and do it. I'll just do it this way. It seems to work while the bubbles are coming out. I'm getting the V2 with locking diff, 990 carb, DDM oversized, pull start, DDM racing, stage 2 intake, butane pipe, super loud and upgraded aluminium chassis and braces and arms and diff case. Very nice indeed, Jacob. Yeah, are you getting all... Presumably you're getting a lot of that from DDM racing. Who seems to be really, really good. I'm guessing you're in the USA as well, because that's a superb outlet for everything over there at DDM. I wanted to get a 5T, but with this being my first gas-powered RC, I went with the 1/5 scale Terminator bar hard truck 36cc. Well, 36cc's hardly going to be a slouch. But yeah, I do know what you mean. When you first get into them, it is a learning curve, which always stopped me getting into them. But now we've got into it, we're really liking it. I thought it would come out once or twice, but it's all the boys want to drive at the moment. And I'm trying to persuade them to try something else so we don't just have Losi 5T videos, because I think that might get a bit boring. Are you running stock in your V1 with the 20? No, it came with a 32cc Genoa engine, but unfortunately that packed up. Got a nice scoring on the piston, and the piston ring got seized up and melted after our 4th run. So that's what happens when you buy second hand. So I did buy and put in it a brand new Genoa 320. I did look at something a bit more powerful, but as we're learning it still, and I don't know how to tune them and everything else like that, it's everything I need to learn. So I didn't want to be putting in a too highly strung engine. I wanted to learn about the cars, learn about tuning them, etc., etc., before we then start doing anything a bit more serious with it, if that makes sense. I need to find my way around a petrol-powered car, because I don't have a clue at the moment. I know guys that go out with them and they go, oh, that they can hear it across the field and know whether it's running rich or lean just by the sound of it. And I'm nowhere close to that level of knowledge. Not even, I hear it running, as far as I'm concerned, it runs fine. If it runs and goes, it must be fine. But yeah, and I know if you get it wrong, obviously that's when you have the issues with the engines overheating, etc. So I want to learn about them first. Go halfway on the big scores. Okay, cheers, Craig. That's what I was thinking of doing, because that's what we did on the Techno, and you get a nice happy medium then. See you later, Noah. Thank you for coming by. They are pretty. Yeah, I mean the way they drive around that track is pretty awesome. You're running a G320 as well, yeah. I mean, the one that burnt out, I'm probably going to buy the 340 upgrade parts for it and build it out to a 340. And then just fire and then get a roller. I need to build the workshop still, but that may have got put on hold a little bit with the changing jobs, but I do need to build the workshop. Right. Now the fun part. So we go about halfway. We will put the little diaphragm. Oh, we've already got some spillage. Diaphragm on. I know we're going to get a lot of spillage on this. Ugh. Yucky, yucky, yucky. See how that is. Bit of rebound, but not too much. It's okay to me. Now we're tightening everything up. Do. Typically, it don't come out now I've tightened it up. It does. That was weird. Thanks. We'll look into that. I'm sure I'll upgrade to 45C engine at some point for sure. I will look in the pipes. Yeah, the only thing I would say about the upgrades, and I'll pop you over here while I do this clean with the degreaser, is obviously the stress it then puts on the other parts of the car, like the diffs, for example. One of the guys that goes to ARC thought it'd be a good idea to upgrade his, but he's got a 12 horsepower Reed OBR engine in it. The only problem is he blew up his rear diff. It just can't handle the power. So you do have to be careful with other things when you do the big upgrades, or put more power in the engine, etc. Which is another reason I didn't want to necessarily upgrade it to silly power to start off with. I'm going to go through some kitchen roll tonight. I know that for free. Yeah, it's done it again. It squirts out fluid. I don't think that diaphragm was split. Hoping it wasn't split. Right. Leave that one there. Oh. Bring you back over here. And clean up this spring. Hi Bob's RC, how are you? Really good review on Raven RC, so I figured I'd give them some business for a chance. Yeah, Raven are pretty good. I was going to get a Baja Shorty originally last year or 2 years ago. Hi Kern, how are you? Another Friday is upon us. To deliver a Typhon TLR and so happy with it. Should be a beauty. Get some Badland, get some Badland MX-28s. Trogify it. They are really nice cars. We do need to get back out with I was saying earlier, we do need to get back out with our one again. It's definitely the Typhon. In my opinion, it's definitely the Typhon to get. Because it comes with a 775 chassis, everything else like that. So and you can put your own electrics in it. Oh man, need some muscles. Need to eat my spinach. That feels better already. No sagging. Number 1 built. I'm a lot better today, thank you, Revo. 55 people watching. How many likes we got? Oh, I haven't liked myself. Look at that. Disgraceful. And long last year, chat's starting to pick up now. Jacob Adams, thanks. Great to hear the truck. I ordered it just as a 2-wheel drive by a hard truck, so I won't be airing it. That's the same. It's. We won't be big airing the Losi. It's not bigger. It's a driver. In my opinion, these are drivers' cars. They're just fun to drive. They're fast. They handle so well. But they're not for. Look at this. Look. This one's all over the place. It's all right there, but when it's upside down, it's got a lot of movement there. Don't know why. We're about to find out what's going on inside. How much oil we're missing. A lot of dirt. A lot of dirt built up over time on it. Right, let's crack this bad boy open and see what's going on inside. I probably should get new bladder tops for it. But Ooh, what's happened to this one? This one's got an O-ring, but no. Oh, man. No bladder on this one. I hate buying second hand. So they put a big O-ring in this one, presumably to seal it at the top, which hasn't worked, and no bladders. So I am going to have to buy some bladders. That's why I hate buying second hand. As soon as you start diving into a car, you just find more and more things wrong with it. I won't ever buy second hand again. People say, oh, you can get some bargains, but to me, it's just not worth the gamble. It's like doing the lottery, you know? I mean, why has it got that in there? Presumably to seal up, because these have got holes in the top. So presumably that's to then seal up that hole, because the other one didn't have an O-ring in it. It had the bladder. Well, why would you put an O-ring in one and not in the other one? It makes no sense whatsoever. And that's not even going to... I don't even think that stops it leaking anyway. Might do. Just winds me up though. I'm not good enough driver to race at the end. No, we're not either. We just like to have fun with it. Let's go buggy. It's so good to drive. If you drive up nitrous after driving a buggy, you will think the steering is broken. Oh, notorious, yes. I thought you said a nitrous then, Alex. Sorry. You will think the steering's broken, you're quite right. Oh, what's Graham got? Graham, I tried to talk, but... Oh, what's Graham's problem? Well, you got a screw stuck, Graham. I bet it's an armour one. You might have to cross with a Dremel. Cut a slot in it and do it with a flat head. Any advice on removing a pinion with a stripped grub screw? Oh, that's tough. You get a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot of heat. Get it really, 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 really hot so you can really make sure you break down all the thread lock on it, and then go up and try and get the biggest torque you can in there. And do it that way. The only other way I can recommend doing it, well, not recommend, but suggest doing it, but you have to be very careful. And you'll probably kill the pinion, and that's to gently drill it out just so you take the end off the but that's not an easy thing to do because it's probably toughened. But I always put new grub screws in. Grub screws cost a penny. Get good quality 14x9 grub screws. Whenever you change a pinion, put a new grub screw in. That's what I've started doing because I got fed up with the issue you've got, especially with the armour grubs. And buy the flat end grub screws, not the cup end grub screws. They grip better. False Hobbies, how are you? I'm good. Jacob? It came with whatever oil was in them. I'm putting 35 weight in the rear. And I'm going to put 350 CST in the front, which is 30 weight. So I'm going a little bit heavier in the back to the front, mainly because I couldn't get hold of any more of this and I didn't think I'd have enough because I've only got 2 and a bit bottles. So, and I know these things drink a huge amount. So, hi Alistair, how are you? The only other thing to do is try and get hold of a good big pinion puller, depending on what car it's for. You could use a left-hand drill bit, but if there's a lot of thread lock in there, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, pinion puller might get it off, but it depends again how much thread lock there is. Yeah, it will do. It can do, Bob, if you get, as you say, a left-hand drill bit. Yes, because the back was sagging a little bit, but that's, I think, because it was a bit low on oil by the looks of it. And then to find out this one's got no bladder on the top, which is really annoying. So it's different to that one. So I am going to have to order up some bladders. It's just, why would anyone do that? I just don't get. This one is going to come apart this way around. Actually, I'm going to take the end off. It's probably easier to take this end off though. Pliers. Oh. So messy, all this stuff. Yeah, no bladder on this one. but I'll put a little mark on it. We will run it this weekend. It's been running without a bladder, so I'll see if I can get some bladders. I'll put a little marker on it so I know which one it is. Then I can just whip it off and put new. I might put new bladders in all of them anyway. You might find the fronts don't have bladders in them as well. So buying second hand. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah," but I'm never doing it again. It's just been too much of a headache. I could have bought a 30° North. Okay, it's not as good quality as the Losi, but would have been just as much fun, I think. That's okay, Graham. I hope you get it off. As I said, if you're in the UK, go to AcQ and you can buy like 200 grub screws for, I think it's like, depending on if they got one offer or not, I think you can get 200 grub screws for £2 plus the postage. And that's what I did. And then whenever I change a pinion, I always put a new grub screw on. I just got fed up. Really fed up having to, yeah, that one's been a bit, oh yeah, that one's way knackered, that one. I got fed up being worried about stripping them out, and armor screws tend to be made of cheese as well. So, and they use cup. I don't know why everyone still uses the cup end grubs, which are designed to grip curved surfaces. Because obviously they're going on motor shafts, but all the motor shafts that they come with now have got flat sides. So I'm not quite sure why people still insist on putting the cup-ended ones on. So I swap them all out to the flat end ones. I said a penny a go. It's worth it. A very great brand, 32, as those heavy flex bodies, and I would love to get it for my Losi. That bit, oh, I'm not putting the oil on it, grease on it again, look at that. Don't know why I'm not, because I'd always do this normally. Get a new one. What's everyone's plans for the weekend? What's the weather like? Guys in the UK, what's the weather forecast for the weekend? Is it more rain? I hope not. I definitely need to get out. Oh, my back's starting to go as well. Might end a bit. RC Master, evening. Have you watched? Have you managed to watch the Matrix film yet, or are you still waiting? And if you have, what did you think of it? I won't do it that way this time. I will leave the end off. There we go. One bottle. Nice, no rain. So you're off out. You go out on the high, are you? Don't blame you. Hopefully we get some sunshine. It was nice last weekend. Wash my panties a bit. I'm going to move you over here because I think my problem, my back's starting to hurt, is because I'm leaning across to look at the screen. Okay, I won't talk about it. Very great brand 32. When you put that back together, watch you don't rip the O-rings with the threes of the shock shaft. Yep, thanks, Craig. That's why I put this greasy stuff or this stuff on it. Beautiful in Georgia, USA. High 70s the next 5 days and no rain. Whoa, whoa. Lucky salty. It's done nothing but rain here. Working on the crash car on your RC is very nice. And waiting till it's on Sky. Okay. I'm going trail trucking with Alex and Butterboy. Very nice indeed. Where are you going trail trucking? Don't say that, Kern. It's not going to rain. I'll do an anti-rain dance. Can I ask, have you ever thought of running some reservoir shocks? I did run some reservoir shocks on my E-Savage, my HPI E-Savage. I didn't really like them, if I'm honest. I don't quite understand the concept of them because it makes it a sealed closed system. But yeah, so I have run them before, but I'm not an expert in that sort of thing to know whether they're good, bad or indifferent. Hello Seb, how are you? I can relate to, just so you know buddy, what your parents have been going through. I can relate to that, and I'll tell you now, it's not me for 6 this week, so if your parents are going through the same worries, I can totally and utterly understand why they've been not for 6 as well. It's alright Gary, you're here now, that's the main thing. Gonna be warm but you're gonna have rain. Oh, that sucks. Get the boats out then. I'm pretty sure the China Hobby line are similar cells to the Rapids, yes, but probably the better quality ones, because obviously China Hobby, or not China Hobby, Hobby King do, if you look at them, they do the Rapids and they do the Alphas, and I'm pretty sure the 8,000 milliamp hour Rapids are the same, sorry, 8,000 milliamp hour Alphas are the same as the China Hobby line 8,000 milliamp hours. I've been avoiding the trailers. The trailers don't give much away. Oh good, I like Plagues of Locusts, so we're going to have some fun. I haven't JPRC, but it can be done with, oh, what is it you use? Something like caustic soda, something like that. You just drop it in there for not very long, and it will take all the, and if you Google it, a couple of people, there's some YouTube videos on how to do it. It's quite an easy thing to do, deanodise it all. Oh, you got gapped. That's not good, Salty. You need to get your power down. Okay, buddy. Yeah, if you need it. I mean, as I said, I've just had a small taste of it. So I can really, really appreciate what to a certain degree, what your parents are going through. My name is Tony Sicky Fingers Butterboy the First. And Ian loves a bit of Butterboy. And it's not nice telling that being on that around. When he should be here. That's his fault for not being in the live. Let's hope so, Saucy. I've just finished refurbishing my can covers. And now I need to refit them and finish putting the trim back in the boot. A very good point, actually, Zoz. Yes, make sure you wear goggles and gloves if you're using caustic soda. I'm pretty sure that's what they use. Oh, here we go. Come on, mods. Master, you're slow. Got some Spanish. No one leave the stream to go and check them out. You won't like it. It's not real. I can't believe there's no bladder on this one. It's redonkulous. You have to go about halfway again. Not that it makes much difference without a bladder. Probably why this one was clicking upside down. Makes it is it an emulsion shock? Is that what they called it? Loosen it off a bit. It is a little bit too tight. Come on. I'm hoping it'll do anyway. I'll have to do. Might be a little bit uneven. Right, let's go and give this one a clean up. nice and shiny. Look at that. Yes, I hate autocorrect, Craig. James. Hey, Hardcore. Does your Outcast click under power or braking? Both my crate and Outcast do, thinking I broke a spider gear. More likely, is that on the 8S or the 6S? More likely you've broken not the spider gear, but either the input or the main crown gear. You need to have the piston most of the way up so vacuum bubbles form on the downstroke. I went halfway. Oh, I went to this side so I don't. Bladder, that's up the extra oil that the piston displaces, so without it it's going to be hard to compress. Yeah, I'll get some more bladders. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to spam their porno. I hold live streams all the time on my other channel. We talk cars. Oh, nice. What's your other channel then, Salty? Yes, I'm after mod you, Alex. Yeah, what's your other channel, Salty? Hi, Savage Daves. How are you? The Salty Project. So I'll have to check that out. What sort of X-Hamster's apparently quite good, apparently. Tell you that the wires on the 4S RK shine are really short. Yes, they are. They are. That's my only bug with them. They are a little bit short. So you definitely don't want to be cutting them any shorter, changing the connectors. That's all right, Addicted. I'm sure. What you really meant is you went to check them out, didn't you? You went to check out the channels first, see if they were any good. Everyone shot over there to check out the channels. I saw the number of people watching dip massively. When that came up spamming, it sort of like went down to about 20 people watching. So on the 8S, the spur jumps and clicks at the end of the travel and going forward to reverse. I shimmed mine. I does it on the 8S as well. Hi Savage Day. Did I say hi Savage Day? I think I did, yeah. I just use it to hold the streams and me and all my cars and drag racing bars talk cars. Oh, okay. Well, I'll can't remember what that is. The Salty Projects. I'll jump back on here and look at that later. Sorry, unless I remember. I'm unlikely to remember the Salty Projects now. I might do. My memory's not that good at the moment. It's not because it used to be. Really need the orange pliers. They've got the thinner nose. That's not good because it doesn't, as you say, it doesn't want to go all the way. So I'm probably going to have to undo it, push it pretty much close to the top, aren't I? So it's going to be an uneven shock, but not a lot I can do about it. I can't have it not, I can't have it doing that. If you do, say you bend the shock rods or the shocks, it gets to the top and then can't physically compress, you're going to be in trouble. So I'll have to do it until I get the new bladders. Even now it's pushing it out. But man! better. Oh, that hurt. That'll have to do. Probably needs a bit more out. Is that an emulsion shock? It should pull the piston up with no spring fitted. No. Because it's neither, Gary, really. It's it should have a bladder in it, and they didn't put a bladder in it. Unless they've tried to make it an emulsion shock. I don't like the way it does go up enough, I guess. It'll have to do. Yeah, it doesn't help, Martin, when they come with, some come with bladders and some come with not bladders. Whoever's car was this, they hodgepodged it quite a bit. I've got to buy new bladders for it because one's come with a bladder and one hasn't. I haven't got into the front ones yet, but there's a lot. There is a lot to these shocks, isn't there? How's your MCD, buddy? Captain, could have been RCB BBQ. Yes, these are off the Losi 5T. The big boy ones. And then I've got the light to fix as well because I found out what's wrong with that. And I'd like to have a light on the front. See where I'm going. Yeah, it will. This is clean. Right. It's big enough. Oh, there it is. The springs are so strong as well. They hurt. Ouch. Another one built, and I'll just put a little mark on this one. Little mark under here. So I know might not stay there. But if not, I've got to take two off. I'll try and remember which one I'll put this on. But number two done. I'll take the MT10 and the Hoss with me to the track this weekend and run them. I have some downtime between rounds. Is that no prep? Is that the 2S stuff sort of you're doing? Yes, yeah, and that's why I need to get the, I'll find out what these front ones are in, but I need to get some bladders. I have it to do on MXC Losi. I think it's going to be the same. You see the original 5B shocks, so they could adjust the shocks by twisting it. They were great but complicated to work on. That does sound complicated. It's a bit like the, I think that's what's on our drift car. You can turn the top bit here and it adjusts the bits inside. I think somehow it adjusts twisting on that top bit, you can make certain adjustments to it and the tension or something or other. Yeah, they do have to be strong. I think they're 7mm shafts, something like that. I mean, they're super beefy, and they're cheap to replace as well. I've been in fifth gas since 15. I was racing FGs and MCDs on and off road while mates were racing Tamiya. Now I have 8 running and 4 perfect fifth. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, it's a bit of a difference running FGs and MCDs when your mates are running Tamiyas. Oh, real no prep drag racing. Oh, okay. Wicked. Very nice indeed. Right, I'll be right back. I need to go to the little boys' room. And you're not joining me. Oh, so it's real big cars, big cars, no prep drag racing. It's if they're designed to have bladders as no breather hole in the cap. There's a breather hole, definitely a breather hole in the cap, so I'm presuming that's designed to have bladders, isn't it? Motion shot cap should have cap screws on top. Yeah, no cap screws on top. It's just a little breather hole. So there's not a little screw you can undo or tighten up either. Oh good, if you were going to take us with you, I was going to leave and maybe answer. I washed my hands in the toilet downstairs. It could be worse, you could be doing a dragon hammer, it's got shocks and dampers on each wheel lock. Ouch. Yeah, that's a big old boy though, isn't it? It wasn't going for a poop though. These go number ones. Alex, I'm not that, not yet. Maybe when we know each other a bit better we might do. Oh, mate. Oh, these springs are so strong. That's what this one's like. Yeah, so there's a lot of play in this one as well. And so dirty. So dirty. Right, let's undo this bit. Yes, and the FG is along with a rare Traxxas Monster gas buggy. The MCD is old, the Chevy Baja Trophy. Now Shelf Queen raced it on and off road. Very nice. Yeah, Martin's just got his MCD and he's changed it to gas power. Oh no, running at 12S, or are you still there, Martin? You running at 12S or 8S? What surprise have we got in this one? Are we bladdered or are we non-bladdered? What do we reckon, guys? Bladdered or non-bladdered? Oh, I think we're bladdered. I think. Looked like that was a bladder in there. Yuck. Yucky, yucky, yucky. All my cars are running. Yeah, I didn't have anything to fix. The boys, either they've been driving them very well, or we've been very lucky because we haven't really broken anything recently. That's why I'm working on these. I thought, what can I work on this Friday? And I thought, well, these shocks need rebuilding. I know that after taking them apart last week when we broke a shock rod end. So I thought, well, I might as well do that. Do this. But yes, everything is everything's running, Martin. So hopefully the weather's going to be good. We can get out this weekend. So, yeah, these are off the Losi 5T. They are a bit on the big side, aren't they? Yeah, they're not off your normal Armours or your anything else like that. 87 Fox Body Mustang, very nice. I used to watch, whether it's, you know, you'll probably say, oh, that's rubbish. I'm doing it again, not greasing them up. Used to watch Street Outlaws. Used to enjoy that. Street Outlaws, and then, is it the Mississippi one as well? So you don't like them? You don't like the pro mods coming along and doing your getting into your no prep? Because it's not really fair, is it? AS last week, couldn't even get through this throttle, but could be the settings in the radio. Can't calibrate these ears. That's what I was going to say to you, Martin. Can't you turn the radio down? Turn the power down on the radio. Gives me a good idea how big that Losi is. That's got to be an epic car. I was surprised at the size of the slash lock. Yeah, I mean, these, until you see a Losi in the flesh, they are huge. Bob's asking, is that a no date on your wrist? No, it's a tag accuracer. I clearly am determined to go in dry because I keep forgetting to do it, and I go in dry and then go, oh, I've gone in dry. It feels a bit rough around the edges. She winces a bit, doesn't quite like it, doesn't go all the way in, so I take it back out and lube it up a bit. It goes in a lot easier, less complaints that way as well. Right, so have we got emulsion? No, we have a bladder. I'd like to get out, but I don't think it's gonna. Don't want to break it getting it out, but I'd like to get it out. splitting it. Out you pop. Because it's a little bit flat. I wonder why it's got an R on it. Does that mean the rear and they put it on the front? Or does that mean right? It says R on it, I bet that's supposed to be in the rear. Whoever had this car before and rebuilt these was an absolute, I won't say a muppet, but the fact it says rear on there would suggest that must go for the rear. Right. These are the fronts, so I'm going to put in the thinner stuff. What do you lot think of Spectrum 330 kV and ESC combo? What car is it for? What car is it for, Savage? 3300 kV. Is it a 3300 or 3200? I thought it was a 30. If that's off the 3S car, I thought that was a 30. I thought it was 3200. I could be wrong though, it might be 3300. I always thought it was 3200. They're okay. I say they're okay. They've had issues with the with the bearings on some of those Spectrum motors. The ESCs are okay-ish, but you're probably better off getting a Max 10, which you can then run 4S as well. Being brutally honest with you, get a 4S Max 10 and use that instead. Mine is no LED, tally show, full throttle and brake position. He's got a Flyer ESC, Gary. So you have to do all that in the computer. First you had grit in your ring and now you're going dry. Well, I like to, you know, I'm getting old, I need extra feeling. You know, when you get old, you know, your sensitivity disappears, so you need to, you know, gear it up a bit. Bob's I spot a watch geek like me. It was a 40th birthday present from my parents. So it's getting on a bit now, it's almost 15 years old. It does look very shallow for the size of the shock, not much displacement at all. I'm guessing these aren't the right. I'll go and order some more ones. I'll see what we break this weekend and I'll order some more bits and probably take the shocks apart again and rebuild them with proper bladders in. Max 10 has a lot of overheating here, does it, Seb? The 3S, it should be okay then. Just be careful of the front bearing. No, it's difficult because there's no way to get to that front bearing. It's a case of if you bought it new, then get it on warranty. There have been a known issue with those front bearings going. .4S on an MT10, it's going to be mental power. Invictus MT10, absolute animal on 3 and 4S. Yeah, that's like the MT10, isn't it? The helium. Well, there's nothing wrong with these ones. If I just have to buy the bladders, Seb, to be honest with you. I mean, these are better, the shafts are better quality on these because you can just change the, You can change the rod end rather than the whole shock. These are proper Losi shocks, it's just probably the guy hasn't rebuilt them properly. So the joys of buying second hand. Of a dodgy second hand car anyway. With no warranty. Missed 3 minutes, phone died. Wakey Martin. Get the answer to 10% that one would be great for me. Especially in the 3S cars, mine cut out every 2 minutes from new. What, you're at max 10? Shouldn't do. How did you get the front bearing out though, Seb? You can't get both the bearings. One of them buried deep in, it's hard to get out. £8 for 4 bladders and 4 boots. I'll look at those then. I need to get the bladders. Hopefully they should fit. I'll have a look. Is that from RC Models, Martin? The cheapest good 3S LiPo, hard case or soft case? If it's soft case, I would recommend personally the Turnigy heavy duty 5000 mAh LiPos. About 35 quid, I think, from Hobby King. Probably have to get them from the European warehouse. But they, in my opinion, are the best, cheapest 3S LiPos you can get. Very similar using Tinkerelli gearing 1754 and GPS to find out how far. I've got to learn Corelli gearing because I'm probably going to get an XTR. Just do it, Craig. You know you want it. I think it's the best thing to do, Zos. I did do a lot of things on this, but I didn't get into the shocks. I did mean to go into the shocks, but I didn't get around to it. Okay, Martin. Cheers, buddy. I definitely did find a 1/5 half a daily. No question about that. But underneath, he's all right. It's going about halfway, about there. I like a bit of rebound. Oh well. We're not racing it, so. Let's give this a clean. of arc. Perfecto. If anything, at least the shocks are getting it clean anyway. Hi Noah, welcome back. UK warehouse shut down. Yeah, they did shut down the Hobby King warehouse, unfortunately, so it's just... But the EU stuff still turns up pretty quick. Certainly within the week. Front bearing I'll just bash out and do a bread trick. Okay. The bread trick's fantastic. Okay, Bobs, I'll go and check that out on the bladder shocks. I think these bladders are a bit shot because there's not much displacement on that one, and I think it probably should be in the rear. I mean, these are not new. I mean, it might even come out of this car, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. My steering servo is shot. My steering servo is shot straight out of the box. At least I got warranty though. I just hope it doesn't turn into another Savage. What on what car, Rob? Is this my kitchen? You know it's my kitchen, Martin. That is not my toothbrush. No, that isn't my toothbrush. They're about £2 for 3, and I just find them really handy for cleaning stuff up. If that's his kitchen, I prep it here. I don't have all this stuff out all the time. This is down all the time, but it makes a very good cutting mat and things like that when I'm cutting bread. But this is my kitchen, yes. I don't have another half to worry about moaning. And it's quite nice because it's warm in here. I don't have to worry about the cold. I have good lighting. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, as they would say. Another one done. Final one. What delights does this one hold for us? Apart from being really, really dirty. No, I don't. Picked up a 30° north this. Oh, very nice. Oh, it was the 30° north which had the dodgy servo. Just go on the I think I haven't done the video on it yet, fitting the servos, but if you go on my community posts, you'll see it where I got the Power HD ones from. They're such a good servo, and for the price, an absolute steal. Plus, you know, if you order it off of mine, I'll get a bit of commission. But they are such good servos. Sold one to Jay last week. and he's well happy with it. And I've got 2 in mine, and I've got to come on. I've got to change the one in the. I'm going to change the one in the outcast over to it as well. Man, this don't want to turn. Right. Need to find something a bit better than that then, because this one don't want to turn. These aren't really designed for this. No. Don't think these will work. No. Bom. What have I got that I can grip that with? Nothing in here, I don't think. I think I've got something in here. If it's the right size, probably not though. There's so many 5th scales now, it's going a bit crazy there, isn't it? No, that ain't going to work either. I was hoping that might work. Right, we're going to have to try it. Just to be really, really careful so we don't damage the shaft. Come on. Man, it's only plastic. That's stupid. Yeah, I might have to break out the heavy pliers and go that side with them, I think. With the pinchy bit, because we're on the flat. That ain't going to work either. I don't understand that, because that's only plastic. The others come off so easily. That's just turning. Man! Oh, mate! That is redonkulous. Put the shaft in the rubber part of the handles. Try that, I suppose. And it just slips out. Just slips out. Yeah, I don't have any rubber headed pliers. I've got shock pliers, but yeah, I might have to just do it the reverse way. But if that rod end breaks, I've got a pain in the arse getting it off, haven't I? I'd rather get it off now and find out what's making it stay on there. Might just cut it off, because I've got another one to replace it with. I suppose if it breaks I can cut it off, can't I? Is that it? Just do it the other way. Bonkers why that didn't do that. What we got in here then? Bladder, no bladder. Little surprise for us. We got a bladder. It's just a pain to get to that though, isn't it? And then get the washer on and everything. That's the only way you can do it there. Do it that way. Do it the easy way. Well, that's a good question, Martin, because it might not be a Losi shock shaft, mightn't it? All the others were Losi shock shafts, but which thread on. But I'm guessing this one might not be a Losi one, so it might not thread on. If he bent a Losi one and replaced it with a 30° north one, can you tell the difference? So it looks like a Losi one because it's got the little notch there to hold it to undo it. It does look like a Losi. In fact, you've got 2 notches. So it does look like a Losi one, but I'll wait until, if it breaks, it breaks, and then I'll sort it out then. If I need to cut it off, I'll cut it off. I have spares. The rod end. Bye, Alex. Take care, buddy. Sounded like me this morning. Hi, Noah, bud. All good. How's you, bro? Good, good, good. Dean smashed it into a fence and smashed its front end right off. Might not be one. Might not be. I think it is. It looks like the others. But who knows? Clean that, clean that. Right, let's get these off. Okay, so it's not a 30° north then. There's a spanner flat on. Yeah, there is, but I haven't got a spanner the size to go on it. That's my problem. I need to measure what size spanner will go on it and then go and find one. I won't go and dry this time. Hi Martins. Hi Claire, how are you? Hi Ian, how are you? You both doing well? Not going in dry this time. I'm gonna lube up. I must get some more of this and we must it out. New O-ring. Yeah, I know. I understand now, Martin, why you don't like doing fish scale shocks as well. I thought it might be actually okay because they're bigger, but they're a pain. Once they're bigger, it's just more. It doesn't make them easier. It just means you use a lot more of everything. It is a messy, tedious process, yes. and very messy. Very tedious as well. But we're on the last one. We can get this to go in. So we are on the home straight. Oops, couldn't take that off, so improvisation time. That is true, Claire, or Ian rather, could be the diffs, and thank God it's not. I'm not looking forward to doing the diffs on this car. I have got to do a hinge pin, because it was like Callum bent a hinge pin at the weekend. Not sure when he did that though. See you later, Craig. Take care, buddy. Get that dragon out. The weather's getting better. Well, what did you squirt yourself in the face with, Claire, though? Was it shock oil? 350 CSC is the same as a stock infraction. I don't know what goes in the infraction. I know 1000 CST goes in the Creighton and the Notorious, etc. At least it's not 14 scale. Those shop bodies are so small you get a driver in there and pick out the O-ring. Yeah, it's true. Once you get so small, it gets... I think a happy medium is probably the 1/8 scales. 350 is 30 weight. I'll try not to. Hi Gregory, how are you? Shock oil, you should get it in your hair. Makes a right old mess. I thought you might have been watching something about Mary, Claire. Nothing dirty about that anyway. It's only natural. Heard it makes a good conditioner. Right, let's let that settle all the air bubbles come up. Wash my hands because they are absolutely, look at the state of them. Horrible, horrible, horrible. WD-40 in my hair smells nice though, I'm not sure if you should worry about that. Good conditioner. What's what, Callum? Head and shoulders? No. Shock oil's far better. Could be worse, could be yours indeed. Although my hair's gone very, very grey recently. Infraction uses two... Oh, does it? Wow. That's proper. Yeah, I suppose because shocks are so thick, you need the stiffness. You need a bit of stiffness in your life. Topping up my drink because I am super thirsty today. And Zoz, guess what I have? I didn't eat it last night. Cheers, guys. It's something stressing me out. Yeah, was that the only one, Seb? The only one still left running? I mean, it's crazy what they're doing. Absolutely bonkers. It's worrying as well. You know, my little, and that's what I was trying to, you know, put into context was my issue compared to what all these poor Ukrainians are facing. You know, my issue pales into insignificance in reality to what those poor people are going through. I can't even begin to imagine. Absolutely crazy, and how anyone can do what they're doing, I just don't get it. I really fail to understand it, and it's just. The same with this one, there's really not a lot of displacement on this at all. I mean, and this one hasn't got an R on it, and there's just nothing there. Look, it's almost flat. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Hi JB, how are you? Yeah, Dave, the only one they ever built back in 1900 cost $3 billion. I have an unfinished one that has been sitting there for ages. Mill build that, but it's almost twice the size of 7. Well, that's just bonkers why they would do that then. There's no place for war. There really isn't. Anyone thinks again that Putin could send nuclear missiles to Europe? It would be enough if he destroyed a nuclear power plant, and Europe would be history. That scares. Well, yeah, I mean, they did shell close to a nuclear power station, didn't they? It is. I mean, it's just a very tricky situation we're all in at the moment. Let's put it that way. Come on. So this one sits. Oh. Yeah, no rebound on this one either, so we'll take it as it is. Clean this one up now. Alfie, hi, how are you? They seized one in the Ukraine, I think. They have seized a power plant, a nuclear power station, yes, but they were shelling very close to it. Yeah, they wouldn't. I think they've been shutting them down as well, just to make them safe because of what's going on. But I think there's 18 nuclear power stations in the Ukraine. It's either 15 or 18. And you've got to remember that was where Chernobyl was as well, in Ukraine. But it's all part. The thing is, it always used to be part of Russia until the breakup. And it's just crazy what's going on there. Why can't we just live in a world that's all peaceful and everyone's happy and gets on together? One big happy family. Never understood why we have to have any wars. Why can't we all just get on? If you don't get on, just have different opinions and just accept someone's different opinion and different view on life. It doesn't mean you have to attack them and destroy them or anything, does it? Even in the real world, when you're walking around, you know, there's no need to go and hit someone or beat someone up just because they have a different view on things that you have. Everyone's different. Everyone's entitled to their differences and their opinions. So just accept that. And let's all be friends. Would a shock still work if you put grease in them instead of oil? No, not really, because it would be too thick. I mean, technically, I don't know whether it would work or not. I don't think it would have any compression. Is the problem. With Chernobyl, yeah, shut down. They have taken that area as well, yes. I'll see you next Tuesday. Is that Billy or Jay? I know, it's crazy. You know, until the collapse of the USSR, they were brothers and sisters. Yeah, I think he's isolated himself. You know, I don't want to go into too much about it, but yeah, I think he's isolated himself. It is a worry what he's up to. Right, man. Golly. Ouch. Right, so the shock's done. Yay. Clean up a bit and then we will sort out the headlights, which Callum broke. Didn't you, Callum? Callum gets to drive it and breaks the headlights. Just can't trust them anymore, can you, the boys? You know, one drive and he breaks my headlights. That's actually a funny day. Jay, of course it's Jay. Putin, oh shit, cat. Are you talking about the Emira is destroyed, but they may be able to make a flying one out of the wreckage and the unfinished ones? It's a bit a lot of money though, Fred. Was it actually still flying? Jay, how are you? Not you. Was it? Who was it then, Jack? They are proper stiff, Ian. Proper stiff. And they're not the stiffest ones. I was going to get some stiffer ones for the rear because these are a bit soft, but they're still proper stiff and hard to compress. I wouldn't want. You might have to get a compression tool or something to do the even stiffer ones. You got shot in the eye with a slingshot. Ouch. Were you wearing glasses or anything? Yeah, Jay broke his 30-degree north taking me out. He stoved the front right up. Stiff is good. You don't want floppy. Yeah, are you okay, Alfie, getting hit with a slingshot? Was it a proper shot? The Ark's turned into a proper fifth scale track now, isn't it? He needs to, if he was going to open up that fifth scale part of it, he really needs to do it now, because so many people have got the fifth scales. That poor little track is just going to get torn apart. Right, let's tidy up and we get the solder station out. This is the other thing about working in the kitchen. It doesn't matter because, you know, if it goes on the floor, it's a hard floor, so you just hoover it up. You're not making a mess. You wipe it all down. Really is the best of both worlds, and you can get your detergent out. Get a bit of your Dettol multi-purpose cleaner out. Give it a little spray down, clean up all that grease. It is winner winner chicken dinner. I don't know why more people don't do it. They use their dining room tables and stuff. Kitchen work surface is even better. Look how dirty that was. Nice and clean now. Dave, is his name going to change? No, it's Rufus. He just takes everybody out. He took Ruf out, took me out. Basically, just be careful if Jay's around, he's going to take something out. You never did say your thoughts about the Spectrum thing. You say, I have in a stash. They're good. We've got one in. They're good systems. As I said, you just got to be a bit careful with the bearings because the bearings have been known to go on them. Sad what's happening in Russia. Don't forget it. Yeah, thanks, Addicted. How to clean your kitchen when I don't clean? I do clean. He's now legend. He is. Should be at least 6 1/5 on Sunday. That's going to be carnage. Absolute carnage. Well, if it's got you in the eye, Alfie, make sure you get that checked out because the last thing you want to do is have eye problems later on, mate. Seriously. Oh, leg end. Yes. Rufus the leg end. Leg end Rufus. I think Jay should only be he should only go on the track by himself. His mate leaves his cat at the kitchen table when he's waiting on parts. Apparently his wife doesn't like it. Can't think why. But yeah, I need to tidy my house up. I might do that next week. Actually, now I'm in a better frame of mind. Start tidying up the house a bit. Yeah, it's a bit tight there though, Alfie. That's the problem. I'm not that good a drone flyer. So it's something I need to do. And I need to renew my licence as well. I don't have an operator licence at the moment. Yeah, could get the blow up absorbs. Yeah, it's a bit rough, the track now. We all had to go out and repair it last week, didn't we? And it's just getting torn up even more with the fish scales as well. Right, where's my headlight? So, you take this apart and resolder it. Well, I like to have a light on the front. It's just a pain. I've done this once already. It's a pain because I've got all those little screws to undo now. Which does mean I have to double glass up because otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. I'm not sure, but I don't think Callum's out this weekend now because he's got football. Hopefully Jack will be coming out. Oh, I've got anyway. Oh, I've got to go my clan attack. How long have we got left on Clan War, Callum? Can you see or not? I didn't realise that was the time. What a faff. That bit. The problem is I did use proper tape to stick this in. This may take some getting out. Stuck it down with 3M VHB. Stuff Jack got me. So I'm hoping we can get it out without damaging it. I don't know whether that's the VHB there or the... Oh, it's the VHB, that's the one. It's not the back of the... I don't think it is anyway. It might be. Out you come. Not just the tape though, is it? No. Take it off this end then. Right, just got to go and check, see what how long we've got left on Clan War. You might watch me do a failed attack. 52 minutes, loads of time. That's all right then. $1,000 screws later. Yeah, you might struggle with the 1/10 scale round at arc. Quantum on 2S. Out at once going to be a mess. That it was, has Mark actually got his fixed? Mark will only blow up his diff again anyway, so. I'm napping this up because I stuck it down. The intention was for this never to come off again, or need to come off. I stuck it down with VHB, and I probably shouldn't have done. Here we go. Now it's coming. There we go. I think that's actually okay. I think that's just the tape on the back. Well, anyway, because I had no intention of this coming off again. I do apologise. Sorry, you're all telling me it's buffering, and there's me tightening nothing. No, I'm back. Don't go. 7 watching. No, I've lost everybody. Will they come back? Or are they gone forever now? 9 watching. Come back. Don't leave me, please. I forgot to put it on charge. I need to put it on charge. I need to move it over here. That was a schoolboy error on my behalf. Low power mode on that as well. Now I'm watching. I've killed the stream, haven't I? Killed it. Buffering. Everyone left. 69 thumbs up. Perfect. Dinner for 2. Right. That's up. That bit wet. Might do is coat this in. Come on. Might do this and then coat it in some epoxy resin, I don't know. It broke off far too easy. It's hot. Check that works. Ouch. And I might. Whereas if I coat it in epoxy resin, and it breaks again, I ain't never getting it back on, am I? Oh, 34 back. Welcome back, everybody. It's my fault. We are back, yeah. My fault. It went on to low power mode. It seems to be just a strip LED. Yes, I don't know what strength or anything it is, but it just seems to be a strip that's been cut down to size. Presumably, it runs on 8.4. It seems to run on 8.4 volts. So R11, R12, DC 5 volts. It says, but it runs on 8.4, no problem. Give it a bit of a clean. Well, I couldn't find anywhere where you can actually just buy the strips. If we don't do that, I don't think whether that would hold it in or not. I don't know whether it needs to be stuck in. Probably get away without sticking it down, actually. Don't know. I might just put a couple of dabs down. Yeah, I don't know. I might measure them up and see if you can buy them and then refit it. It works. I'm pretty sure it works. It just comes unsoldered. So yeah, that's what I'll probably do, Alistair. Hi Jeremy, how are you? No, the boys broke it. It came desoldered. It wasn't working when I got it. And then it was working fine, took it out, and actually the black wire had come off there, it snapped off again. So it seems to be an issue with that snapping off, which is a little bit annoying. Need that. Right, I'll go and get a plug for it and see if it works. Saying that, I can't find the stupid, I had a load of them. I had a load of them, the ones that come with the radio links. Now I can't find the things. Now I can't find them. Great. If I can't find them, I can't test this unless I... What do I plug it into? Plug an ESC. Go and get an ESC. Right, plug it in a Max 6. That will test it. Oh, Max 6. Can't remember which one's positive and which one's negative. Could be here all night. Ah, there we go. It works. It works. But now I've just got to decide how I secure that without it coming off again. Dave Ray, well, it's only because I couldn't find anything. Awesome, hope to see you there. Night, Ian. Who's off? Who'd be off? Is Ian? Oh, night, Ian. Take care. Hopefully see you at the weekend, buddy. Night, Claire. Just got back to the hotel. Time for a little hallway drifting. Can't be a bit of hallway drifting. I wish I could take my RCs to me when I went on business trips. Oh, hitting the spot. I'm really thirsty tonight. Hi Charlie, how are you? That's not a bad shout actually. Dan, put some E6000 over it. They sell them for the quad quarter 5 to 12 volt multicoloured. Ooh. Yeah, I can't remember what I did with it though, Alistair. I've got some other one. I've got one Jack got for me, but that's what I stuck it down with last time. It's a bit too strong. I've got your one somewhere and I just can't think where I've put it. But I do like the idea of a bit of E. Yeah, Jack got this one for me, which is similar, I think. I have got your one. I think it's in the garage somewhere. I might go and look for it. But I like the idea of a bit of an E6000 over that. Because the problem is it's quite brittle and the wires are small. I think what happens is they just snap off. It's almost like it needs, where it comes through here, don't know, I'll see what happens. I'll leave it. I might not do it. I'll see what, I'll go make sure I put it in the right way round this time as well. So I'm not going to put it back yet because I've got to check which way it goes on to where the wire is. Take the soldering iron off. Need a tip. Leaving that on. Got to come out this end, so we will thread that through. Like thus. And that's what I did last time. It just, whatever happened, it hit it and broke. We'll see though. I'm going to stick that back in tomorrow. I'll have a look for the, I won't glue it, because the problem if I glue it and it comes out again, what you say though, it shouldn't, it's just how much room it then has to pop into here. If it does, if I don't get a good bond on it, E6 sounds good for strain relief on joints. Tells me to get on with it, and if it's going to be ill, I could go outside for a bit. My teacher just said, deal with it, you need to learn somehow. I disagree, I'm happy with the worksheet diagrams, just need to see the real thing. 1/28 scale, love them. You don't need to go small, something like that. I suppose then you could put it, yeah, you probably could put it in your suitcase and just, could you chuck it that in cargo hold, or would you? I'd dab a little bit of this on there then, guys. If it breaks it, it breaks it. I'll just have to try and clean it off, won't I? Needs something to apply it with though. Use a hex or a screwdriver. Problem is it even going to stay there? Is it going to run away? Run away! Run away! The problem is this stuff is so runny. You can make it set quicker. How can you make it set quicker, Gary? You have to keep hold of it and rotate it. I think it takes more than a minute though, doesn't it? But... oh, I'm getting high now. I'm a mechanic, but in school I learned history, and I don't see how knowing about Civil War helps me change the transmission. No, well, a lot of the things you learn at school you never get to use again. History, geography, unless you go into a certain profession which you learn something like metalwork or woodwork or something like that, or become a doctor or whatever. But apart from that, then no. I don't think a lot of the things you learn at school will ever be used again. It doesn't seem to be moving around much. I know it's self-levelling, but wish you used epoxy. Oh, 5% low battery on this now. I'm going to have to go in the other room. No, I'm going to call it a night anyway shortly. I'm going to go and do my clan war attack, and I'm down to hardly any charge on the iPad. I'm going to plug that in. How long we got left? And battery, and my phone's almost out of charge as well. Who's not attacked? Jack. I need to message Jack. Jack 2, Jack me. Who else? Mr. G. Right. 20 minutes? 26 minutes. That'll scare him a bit. That will scare him a bit. Oh, let's check this. Oh. Take you in the other room. Hi, Stuck in Trees. How are you? Flip you around, look at me, turn that off, come up on here, '76 thumbs up. Wow, guys, thank you. I was working on the Losi 5T rebuilding the shocks, but it's all done now, and then just fixing the light strip again, making sure, seeing why that wasn't working, which we found out why it wasn't working, and now it's all good. Yeah, it's got a nice coating on it. It's got a nice whatchamacallit, skin on it now, so that's not going anywhere. We can put that down. Shocks for the Losi, yes. We're not going to know that line MXXY blah blah blah. You're not unless you're going to become a rocket scientist. Eyes look huge with double glasses. Cream egg, anyone? That could be the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, nice. You have a good time stuck in trees? Or did you get it stuck in any trees? Tomorrow's jump day for the crate and the big rock. I might try and get out tomorrow. Oh, no, I've got to fix the Losi hinge pin, which looks like it's quite easy to fix, actually. Right, guys, I am going to call it a night because I'm going to go and do my war attacks and wash my handy pandies. And I am super, super tired because I haven't slept all week much, really. Very restless sleeps. I'm waking up at silly o'clock and then not being able to get back to sleep and everything. So, can you have a cream egg? Yeah, here you go. Coming down the cat. Wouldn't it be good if you could just transport it, push it through the camera like that, and it came out the other side? See you, Callum. Love you. Love you, Callum. Where's my kisses? Take care, guys. Stay safe. Thank you again for joining us tonight. It is appreciated every time you join us. We try and get back into some sort of resemblance for videos. We have got one. It's a how-to video, which I'll probably put out tomorrow. I've got some to edit, some bashing ones to get done. We get Send It Sunday going again as well. Some baby photos. No, we won't be doing that. You've got to be upset. I could show you a video, but I won't. Not tonight. I need to, I said, do my attack, and then I'm going to go to bed because I'm so tired. It's unreal. No, baby. See, he's not gone. He's still lurking. Sam September, thank you for joining us. Dan, Noah, Gaines, Gary, Charlie, Savage, Alfie, Fred Barlow, Staying Trees. Thank you all for joining us. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon. Trust me, we're going to get some good stuff going soon. Jay, Jeremy, take care, everyone. Bye.